Um, here's a question from Jack. Jack also asked this as a platinum member question. Jack, I saw that. I prepped it for today's show, but you're asking it again here. Jack asks, I work security in a bar. I carry a Glock, pepper, spray, baton. I carry a mouth guard for intimidation and want to add brass knuckles, which are illegal in Texas, if you say so. Wondering about the reasonableness, proportionality in a fight. I'm 75. I have to end any fight quick. I can't stand around and, I guess, trade blows, right? Jack, 75, working as a bouncer. Bad plan. Bad plan. Dude, find another line of work. That's the single best piece of advice I can give you. You're putting yourself in the line of violence at 75. I'm 58 and I wouldn't do that. So, but presuming you won't take that excellent advice, there's you carry a wide variety of weapons here. A Glock pistol, that's clearly deadly force, right? A firearm. Pepper spray, I'm an advocate. Batons. I'm not a great fan of batons because batons, the manner of their use can be ambiguous, and the degree of harm they can inflict is a very broad spectrum. So police, for example, today, most police that have batons, even expandable or the traditional type, are basically trained to use those batons only like below the hips, the heavy muscles of the leg, as a pain compliance technique. You could, of course, use the baton to strike someone in the head, and then you might well kill them. So it's very easy for a baton to, in an instant, change from a non-deadly force instrument to a deadly force instrument. So it could be misperceived by others, what degree of force you're actually using, because you can beat someone to death with a baton. And someone, fights are dynamic. So you might swing for a non-deadly target and the person could bend over or something and you whack them in the head. Now you just use deadly force unintentionally, recklessly. So I'm not a fan of batons. They're very effective self-defense weapons, but they introduce a degree of ambiguity that I'm not really comfortable with. I prefer weapons that are either explicitly deadly, like a Glock, or non-deadly in defensive application, like pepper spray. I'm not a fan of ambiguous weapons. The same would happen with brass knuckles, by the way. Where are you going to punch someone with brass knuckles? That's not going to cause them. I mean, if you hit someone in the face, head with brass knuckles, that's just an impact weapon. That's like hitting them in the head with a baton. I guess you could hit them in the soft parts of the body with the brass knuckles, but I don't know. I've never trained in brass knuckles, so it doesn't strike me that would be particularly effective. I certainly respect the fact that you can't stand around taking blows. I wouldn't do that either, especially at 75 or my age of 58. But the real answer, Jack, is to get out of that line of work. Let's see. Oh, and he doesn't ask it here, but he does say when he asked it on the platinum member form, he carries a mouthpiece. He says here he uses it as a form of intimidation, kind of alerting the person that, hey, things are escalating. I'm getting ready to fight, and that might work. I wouldn't like it if someone was putting a mouthpiece in, but you're also, of course, sending the message that you're just about ready to exchange blows. So what's the other person likely to do in response? I prefer not to telegraph. Of course, I'm not in the bouncer business. So I'm not in the business. If I'm in a bar and a ruckus starts, I'm gone. I'm out of there. I wouldn't put myself in a position where I was obliged to get into a fight with someone over non-conduct that doesn't have to be threatening to me. I would just leave.